Hi, how's everybody doing today? I'm Zig Zeitler. I'm your host today. Susan, my co-host, is a little busy today, so she might pop in and she might not. With holiday seasons being over, things are just a little bit busy for her right now. But I'm here, and we're going to hear some wonderful Irish music. Hope everybody had a good year and a wonderful Christmas. So we're on to 2017. How does that sound? Well, hopefully there'll be much more Irish music in 2017, and we'll have a good time with that. We're going to start with a band called Shallura. Wonderful band. Pat Egan on guitar, Patrick O'Sea on the fiddle, and Patty O'Brien on the accordion. A wonderful trio. The first starting tune is going to be set of a hornpipe and a reel, the Drunken Sailor, and Gatehouse Maid. Drunken Sailor, that's one of everybody's favorite. So I hope everybody enjoys that. We're going to go right on to a set of jigs, Scully Casey's, the Rookery, and the Yellow Wattle. Then we will go forward with the Ballad of Copple Street. So, hope everybody enjoys this. Bring in the new year with some nice Irish music.
Saturday down with old man in the bar, talking big money, holding on to a star. The name of that horse is a wing and a prayer, and he's going to do it this time. And the dirty old river keeps rolling away from the clear light of morning to the end of the day. Just once in a lifetime is all that it takes, and he's going to do it this time. And the world's upside down at the far side of town, street carnival with its merry-go-round. He moves through the streets, he studies the form, but he's gonna do it this time. Saturday night, blows papers around, the whole world's asleep, no dreams to be found. He's drunk by the river, he's close to the ground, singing some old song to the wind. And the song that he sings in a voice wearing thin, it bounces off windows, tree sheets to the wind. Just once in a lifetime is all that it takes, but he didn't do it this time. He sings alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. He will know it and more. Sings alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. He didn't do it this time. He sings alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. He didn't do it this time. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. He will know it and more.
Great stuff from Shallura. Wonderful stuff. Okay, we are going to move right along here. I have a CD I have in my hand by one Jim Flanagan. Jim is a very good friend of ours, and he comes from County Cork, of course, and wonderful man, wonderful music. He is a balladeer. He does a wonderful job on this stuff. Pay close attention to the lyrics on this, I would say. Jim just does a wonderful job on these, and this is really wonderful traditional stuff. Great Irish stuff. So I'm going to start out here with, let's see, I gotta get this pronunciation. Tom Schimmelbrers. Okay. And then we are going to go to the Plains of Drishane. And then we are going to go Ram and Stimpy. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not too good at Gaelic. So bear with me if I get these wrong. But nonetheless, wonderful tunes by one Jim Flanagan.
I spent 10 years in Philadelphia and out in Lancaster one more, till the bailiffs were hot on my shadow. I came south without settling the score. Now time sin arrears in arrears, time sin arrears a dig an all. Oh, time sin arrears in arrears, is ni fadu gamari mebio. I'll go on a skite to New Orleans, to hound and to hack there the reg, till old Flaherty there in the corner will be saying his prayers for my sake. Now time sin arrears in arrears, time sin arrears a dig an all. Oh, time sin arrears in arrears, is ni father gamai mebio. I'll go up to Fenians in Jackson, and I'll dance a few steps on the floor, then out to the Tipperary in Dallas, where I'll swap lies with Martin till 4. Oh, time sin arrears in arrears, time sin arrears a dig an all. Oh, time sin arrears in arrears, is ni father gamadi mebio. Now that is the end of my story, and if you want to hear any more, fill up my glass with strong whiskey and put 3 6-inch nails in the door. Now time sin arrears in arrears, time sin arrears a dig an all. Oh, time sin arrears in arrears, is ni father gamani mebio. Oh, time sin arrears in arrears, time sin arrears a dig an all. Oh, time sin arrears in arrears, is ni father gamadi mebio. One morning bright as Phoebus shone quite illuminative, and Flora's decorations had painted the green. With footsteps quite unwavered from Mill Street I roamed eastward, to view the navigations in that pleasing grand scene. Absorbed in meditation, I pondered in amazement, admiring each plantation and the far-spreading lawn, that have won such admiration for this far-famed dwelling station, whose proper appellation, her name is Siusan. There's a mill for grinding corn and an engine ploughing the farm, fine oxen that are stall-fed, the largest to be found, and the yard resounds with screams of guinea hen and peacock, the swan upon the pond and he's sailing all around. The lime kilns are kept blazing with columns most unsparing, while the distant lands reclaiming the same has been drawn. And as quarry operations with loud reverberations, but harmonies prevailing through the plains of the Shan. And her trees, they are the fairest and loftiest in the nation. The branching oak most stately, it grows there in its prime. The sycamore adjacent, the ash no less inferior, the fir so elevated, and the shady black pine. The apple tree in season, the cherry in rotation, the green laurel, the hazel, and the far-spreading palm. With the height of emulation, they're growing quite spontaneous, those green fields decorating round the plains of Drishan. And the castle is most famous, its tower that's built so ancient, upon a solid basis most permanent and sound. It has baffled molestations and Cromwell's aspirations, though other towers were taken or levelled to the ground. From its summit elevated you can see the reeks so famous, and the Galties, though far eastwards their shape it may be drawn. Likewise the peace of Mangerton and many other places, all meriting great praises for this place called the Shan. And the strangers from all quarters, while passing through her borders, along by Blackwater to Killarney by train, will ponder in amazement whilst on they are gazing, and their footsteps east retracing, they may view the same again. Those benevolent grand strangers all boasting of its praises in all these foreign places, Spain, Germany, and Gaul. And with the kindest approbation they candidly declare that for grandeur it has taken the sway of them all. Yes, and all hasna the hannig and stampy, gus he is a gurky the kiddigan slachter. Vi shook to go and on this ball mucky brandy. Sente vek the hisson bevirin on stall, gus rahan the cavan, virgavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini mishikiste, rahan the cavan, virgavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini miderisha. Begwail to hoig them three bar in the hinsche, kick us fear mucken through van kiene. Vi the nikada hinne the gustinika da skribe gustinika da skaga tri hona han of riste gus rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini mishikiste, rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini miderisha. Shillings lovi the cochran stampy, the vechagus croin da indidisha garte. Ach, the inidisha mooners, the kimnidisha master, still haven sleeve the inti the vrishe, a mocken them is rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini mishikiste, rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini miderisha. Beren tahir donneke han doktor direkte, han sagert is fara henig sitirsje. De kriksje malak der lukstempi skive, le hagele fikkel en sjanne van kiene gus rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini mishikiste, rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini miderische. Da chrism kalinche hustakse hustemer, a lot of graterken en stampi skribe. Ak fiang las nurse is a knockerige schiele. Shaken the gestampile huggle on the shield, huggus rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini mishikiste, rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini miderisha, rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini midikiste, rahan the cavan, rahan the cavan, virgistini miderisha.
All right, Jim Flanagan, great stuff. One of my favorite balladeers, good friend. We always love to see him and his lovely girlfriend, and we love to hang out with them. We always have a great time with them. Jim Flanagan. I want to back up a little bit. The first cuts I did with Shallura, the name of that CD that those songs were on was The Singing Kettle. I forgot to include that. And Jim Flanagan's CD was Guth Anais, just so you know the names and the titles of those CDs. I'm going to move along here. We're going to move along in, oh my gosh, wait, here comes that famous leprechaun, Liam the extra large leprechaun. I think he's got a few things to tell you about the calendar. Come on, Liam, take it away.
Hello, everybody. It's Liam, the extra large leprechaun, here with the first Liam's pick of 2017. As you know, it's a little slow this time of year, but there's some great things going on, and we're going to jump right into them. For instance, tonight, Bay City, Patty's Green Hut should have Irish sessions by the same group that used to do the Steinhouse, but now that they're in construction, they've been meeting at Patty's Green Hut. So look them up, maybe give it a call before you go out and venture out. But great place to hear traditional Irish music if it's going on. If you're on the west side of the state, tonight being the first Tuesday of the month means Irish music sessions at Hennessy's Irish Pub and Grill. And as always, if the weather's bad or you think it's going to be bad, give them a call before you go. For instance, Wednesday nights is in Conklin. That's kind of way off the highway over between Grand Rapids and Muskegon. So good idea to give them a call. Make sure they're going to have sessions that night. Other than that, our regular radio shows. But I got to tell you what, Friday in Ann Arbor, Friday, January the 6th. Mark this on your calendar. Make the calls. Get the tickets in advance. Plan on heading down to the Ark in Ann Arbor for the Crossroads Cayley. It's an annual show put on by the great Mick Gavin and his family and friends. You cannot go wrong with this show. Check it out on Friday, 7:30 p.m. More information on their Facebook page and on the Ark page. We highly recommend this show. It's always well received, well attended. You might want to try and get tickets in advance on that. Call today. Make sure you can get down there and see that because it's a fabulous show. Then this weekend, just our regular radio shows and Irish sessions. Once again, we highly recommend you call before you drive out if the weather's not great. And with all of that, once again, everybody, Happy New Year's. And as always, stay Irish, my friends, and I'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, Liam. All right, let's move along here. I'm going to do a little bit of Patrick Street. Patrick Street, all in a good time. This is great stuff. Kevin Burke, Jackie Daly, Andy Irvine, and Artie McLinn. These guys are top notch. This is a great, great band. Some of my favorite players. Man, I just love Andy Irvine, being a bouzouki player myself. Kevin Burke, they're speechless about him. He's been a major force, as Andy Irvine and Jackie Daly, of course, Artie McLean, wonderful band. We're going to play 3 cuts off of here. We are going to do, let's see, Walsh's Polkas it starts out with, and then we're going to go on to Linthead's The Pride of the Springfield Road. And then we are going to do The Girls Along the Road. All right. So, Patrick Street.
early month of May. The birds were singing sweetly and the lambs did sport and play. She told me that she loved me and to me she would prove true. If you will stay with me love, then I will stay with you. Oh, we walked along the dam and the birds sang loud and gay. 'Twas there I met me bonny brunette, she stole me heart away. Oh, her cheeks they were like roses red and her skin as white as snow. She is the darling of me heart, the pride of the Springfield Road. Now we will get married, for me love has named the day, and happy we will be together as we go on our way. We'll have a charming little house and a garden for to till, and we'll bring the children up like us to work in the cotton mill. Oh, we walked along the dam and the birds sang loud and gay. 'Twas there I met me bonny brunette, she stole me heart away. Oh, her cheeks they were like roses red and her skin as white as snow. She is the darling of me heart, the pride of the Springfield Road. I'll bid you all good night, for to her parents I must go, to see if they will have me now, or if the answer's no. She says they'll treat me decent, me glass they'll surely fill, and they'll drink a health to the bride and groom that works in the cotton mill. Oh, we walked along the dam and the birds sang loud and gay. 'Twas there I met me bonny brunette, she stole me heart away. Oh, her cheeks they were like roses red and her skin as white as snow. She is the darling of me heart, the pride of the Springfield Road. When I was a little boy up in Pickens County, my father took me from the farm to be a Milltown baby. Goodbye Monday blues, goodbye cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave you. Goodbye Monday blues, goodbye cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya. Not a hand in all this town could beat me once for doffing. Now it's more than I can do to sit here without coughing. Goodbye Monday blues, goodbye cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya. Goodbye Monday blues, goodbye cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya. Old man staring at his glass in some backstreet barroom. These were once the fastest hands in spinning spool or card room. Goodbye Monday blues, goodbye card room fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya. Goodbye Monday blues, goodbye cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya. Oh, I'm just in the vein of a nice refrain, so pay attention round. And the name I'll tell of a fine young swell and a rich young man called Brown. Oh, he listed in the Antrim Rifle Corps. All you who listen to me ode, do the thing that's right, going home tonight with the girls along the road. With the girls along the road, with the girls along the road. Do the thing that's right, going home tonight with the girls along the road. Oh, Brown was a spark, he was fond of a lark, a married man though not chaste, and little he cared if his own wife heard if another girl took his taste. Aye, and he himself dressed in his regimental vest, as proud as a peacock strode, admiring the girls with the long hair curled as they walked along the road. As they walked along the road, as they walked along the road, admiring the girls with the long hair curled as they walked along the road. Oh, he courted a girl with nice curly hair, blue boots and a red leather belt, and he idly talked as he onward walked, endeavouring her heart to melt. And this gay grenadier with a wink and a leer inquired her name and abode, and he felt as grand as a lord of the land with the girls along the road. With the girls along the road, with the girls along the road, and he felt as grand as a lord of the land with the girls along the road. Oh, Mr. Brown and his love sat down in a tavern hard by, and he called for a drain of the good champagne and a plate of the old pork pie. And his arm he placed around her waist, and his heart with love o'erflowed. And he says it's all right, we'll be happy tonight with the girls along the road. With the girls along the road, with the girls along the road. And he says it's all right, we'll be happy tonight with the girls along the road. Oh, this funny little man, he had just began his love tales to outpour, when who should he see but his own Mrs. B peeping in at the parlour door. With a bolt like a bear she fastened in his hair, for the signs of her anger showed, saying, I'll tear away your eyes if you go to exercise with the girls along the road. With the girls along the road, with the girls along the road, saying, I'll tear away your eyes if you go to exercise with the girls along the road. Now, to set matters right, these women had a fight, a first-rate tumble up and down, and they sent to smithereens hats, coats and crinolines, and then they set to work on Brown. He was jolly well thrashed, and his head all bashed as the crowd their anger bestowed, and his fine uniform was all torn in the storm with the girls along the road. With the girls girls along the road, with the girls along the road. And his fine uniform was all torn in the storm, with the girls along the road. Now, Mr. Brown has broken with the peace, he's been taken to a police cell, there to ruminate on his sad unlucky fate, like many's the fine young swell. And the very next day, sure, his wife ran away because of this little episode. He's about here still, but he never goes to drill, with the girls along the road, with the girls along the road, with the girls along the road. He's about here still, but he never goes to drill, with the girls along the road.
Great band. Couple road songs there in a row by Patrick Street. The second tune there is called Linhead's The Pride of the Springfield Road. And there were two other tunes connected to that I didn't catch before, called Lawrence Common and Goodbye Monday Blues. I heard the first part of the cut and I thought this is a great tune, and I didn't get to hear the last three myself, so it was kind of a medley of tunes, but great stuff. Very cool. We're going to move on now. Eileen Ivers. And she does some wonderful stuff. She used to play with Trace the Ladies, I believe. We're going to do a tune called DNA Breeze. Then we're going to go to Lament for Staker Wallace, and then we're gonna end with Blue Groove, which maybe Blue Groove, a little bit of the Irish funk, if you will. Cool stuff, though. Great stuff. Little other influences here going on, but great stuff. Nonetheless, some of the fun stuff going on in Irish music outside of the Irish realm. All right, Eileen Ivers, the great Irish fiddle player. This last song, like again, is Blue Groove. A little bit different, a bit on the jazzier side for an Irish musician. But we're going to do this. We miss Susan. She'll be back next week probably. Again, live in the pub. This is Zig Zeitler signing off. See you next week and have a Happy New Year.